Hi, everybody. 1 week ago, an album came out that I wanted to do a first impressions review on, and that album is Everybody Scream by Florence and the Machine. I've gotten time to listen to this album a few times now, and I feel pretty positive about how I feel about it, so I'm going to talk about it. Having said that, I would describe myself as a Florence and the Machine fan. As far as naming a favorite album, that's a little bit hard to do. It might be Ceremonials, but I think we've got a pretty strong contender today. And there's a number of reasons about that. Florence and the Machine, Florence Welch and her cohorts, they haven't done anything quite like this album. It is sonically very much a Florence and the Machine album, but has echoes of other things. Even how would I describe it? The banshee call of the scream moves throughout the album. Everybody Scream has kind of a banshee like call in it, a scream, so to speak, of course. And that echoes through the album. Sonically, it's a very interesting album, and it's one that I want to be able to listen not only in the sense of having it surround me with speakers, but with earbuds in my ears so that I can feel it. Lyrically, it's dense in the best possible way, and it encounters that confessional and powerful lyrical songwriting that Florence Welch is known for, and it touches on some heady topics. So, having said that, as far as an album listening experience, what am I giving it out of a 10? Listening to it 3 times, it could change with further listens, but honestly, for me, this is a 10 album. I talked most recently about the Kathleen Edwards album Billionaire, and gave it a 10 as well. But I've got to say, this is also a 10 for me. Now, maybe it will go down a little bit when I get closer to doing the Florence and the Machine discography ranking, but I think it's a 10. It has 12 songs, and there isn't a song I'd shed from the whole album. Do I have a favorite song at this point? No. And that's hard for me to say because I want to be definitive and say, like, oh, if I'm picking one track from this album, this is the one I'm going to pick. But there is so much of this album that I have enjoyed listening to. I'm having a really hard time picking one standout favorite, and that's not because there aren't standouts. It's because the whole album is outstanding. So I don't know how you folks will feel about it. I'll be curious to see what other people think, but I just feel very glowing about this album, and I am glad to give it a 10. Glad to say that I think that as far as representative of this band's work and Florence Welch's work, all 12 tracks are outstanding. I wish I'd been able to buy the chamber edition of the album and get to hear those extra versions, and maybe I will in the future just because I like it that much. For reference, the chamber version is a longer version with some different versions of the main tracks. So anyway, the sound quality, the vibe of it, it was perfect for releasing on October 31st. And being able to listen to it this past week has been, well, it's been a genuine pleasure. So if you are a Florence and the Machine fan, this is a great album. If you're new to Florence and the Machine, is this a great place to start? I think so. I'd maybe go back to some of their earlier discography, Lungs and Ceremonials, probably to start with. But then again, I don't know. Sometimes the best place to start is where the band is at. And this is a great place to be at. So, anyway, check out Everybody Scream. Final rating from me 10 for the album, 12 for the tracks, plus a further 3. This is a 25. This is a solid album as far as Robert's ratings goes. Anyway, folks, see you soon. More albums, ratings to come, and discography rankings coming up. Have a wonderful weekend.